Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I have part 2 of my perfume fall haul. I keep saying that I've been having a lot of hauls, blah blah blah, but what can we do? There are just so many fragrances that I wanted to try out that I couldn't try out in the past, and I can now. So you guys are just gonna have fun with me. I've had these fragrances for well over a month. I think I bought them as soon as I moved here because I knew that I wanted these. I just couldn't get them where I lived, and now I can. So that's pretty much the story of my life lately. So if you are new here and you love all things girly, go ahead and subscribe because that's pretty much all that I talk about on this channel: perfume, makeup, body care, all of that fun stuff. And I would love to see you back for my future uploads. With that said, let's jump right into today's perfume haul. So for today's video, I have 3 fragrances that I purchased on my own, and I have one that was sent over to me. This was sent over to me by Twisted Lily. I love the team over at Twisted Lily. They're always so sweet and kind with me. And this fragrance that they sent over, I was so excited about. But you guys know that I am super duper honest with you guys. Even if a fragrance is sent over to me, I'm going to be 100% honest with you on what my nose picks up. But even if a fragrance is not for me, I always like to say who it might be for, who might like it. And I'm not saying I don't like this one, but we're getting to know each other. But I am going to show it to you guys because this is a haul video. So in these videos, it's kind of like first impressions, what I think about the fragrance, and later down the road, I can give you guys updates, which the updates are going to start coming because I know I've been doing a lot of hauls. This channel has pretty much been hauls lately. I want to get back to doing my did they stay or did they go videos now that I have my perfume collection back. I have it. I'm so excited. I can do did they stay or did they go. I can do updates for you guys and all of that. So I'm gonna keep on shopping, but I do want to start doing updates and kind of updating you guys on things that I have bought, so that it's not just hauls on the channel. Let's start off with the first one, which was gifted to me by Twisted Lily. And if you don't know about Twisted Lily, I strongly recommend that you check them out. But finish my video first and then you go check them out. But I am going to be leaving the link in the description box. I'm going to be leaving my code. So if you use my code, you can get 10% off of your order. So my code is AmyGlam10. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys. I'm going to have all the information in the description box. Now, Twisted Lily is a website where you can find so many niche fragrances. A lot of my favorite brands, for example, Juliet Has a Gun, is on their website. I love so many of their fragrances, and you can get samples there. So that is my favorite thing about Twisted Lily, is that you do not have to go and blind buy a super expensive niche fragrance without smelling it first. That's something that I recommend to everyone. I know that some of us really do love blind buying and the thrill of it. I enjoy it as well. But when a fragrance is very pricey, it's way better to smell it before. So you can get samples at Twisted Lily for $4 or $5 depending on what fragrance it is. That way you get to try the fragrance, wear it 1 or 2 times, see if it's something that you really love before you commit to buying it. So that is what I really love about Twisted Lily. So this fragrance that they sent over to me, I was just so excited about because it's one that I've heard so many good things about. A lot of people rave about this fragrance. Now, I'm going to let you guys know what I think about this because it's very mixed. I feel like I might end up really loving it, but at the moment, it's not a favorite for me. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Let's smell it, do all of the fun stuff. So this is by Memo Paris. This is my first fragrance from this house, and their boxes are so beautiful. And here is Sintra. This fragrance right here is so unique, yet it reminds me of other fragrances, but it's unique in its own thing, even though it does smell similar to fragrances that I own. But here is the bottle for this fragrance. Gorgeous. I really think that the bottle is beautiful. I love how it's a tall bottle. It's different. It's simple, but it still has character to it. And you can see the juice. It just looks yummy. So the main accords for Sintra are sweet, white floral, citrus, powdery, lactonic, vanilla, caramel, amber, balsamic, and aromatic. The top notes are neroli, petitgrain, red fruits, bergamot. Middle notes are milk, orange blossom, resins, cinnamon, jasmine, and rose. And the base notes are marshmallow, Madagascar vanilla, caramel, musk, and cedar. Those base notes. That is where this fragrance gets me. I'm gonna cut right to it. So when I first received this fragrance, I just ripped open the bottle and I sprayed it on my hand like I always do, and I just took it all in. Now, what was the first thing that I got with this fragrance? Straight up grass. That's pretty much what I got with this fragrance when I first sprayed it. I was like, whoa. And not in a bad way. It's a little bit too green in the opening for my liking, but that doesn't last too long. It doesn't last a long time. So I got kind of like a very green touch to this, and I'm guessing it's that neroli and the petitgrain. It reminds me of my summers in Puerto Rico, though, when I used to go play in one of my aunt's house. There was something in her garden that smelled just like this. So it really does take me back to, I think it's either the neroli. I know that I've had this experience with other fragrances that have these notes in them where it takes me straight to that specific house. So the opening to me is not my favorite. So when I first sprayed it, I'm like, okay, I don't know how I feel about this. And along with that green note, I got a very similar vibe to Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. This is a super sweet fragrance. So even though it's very sweet, it has that green in there. It's very like feminine, ladylike, put together. Like that's what I get with this. So this type of fragrance, I definitely picture as like a fragrance that you can wear as a bridal type of scent, or you can wear it as a guest to a wedding, because it just gives that vibe. And when I say weddings, it's just because it smells so ladylike and almost like a princess. The dry down of this fragrance is so intoxicating. This is one that I'm going to wear more. Oh, I still have lipstick swatches on my hand, because I have a feeling that it might be one of those fragrances where I am not a fan of in the beginning, but then I end up really loving it, because the opening doesn't last a really long time. The opening only lasts maybe like 10-15 minutes. I can deal with that because it's going to dry down, and then I'm going to be left with the base notes, and I love the base notes. Right now I'm kind of like torn with this one, but I will say that this is one that would be a great performer for any kind of special event in your life. So I don't see this as like a casual fragrance. I don't see this as something that I'm just going to put on a regular day. It's the dry down for me. So the dry down does get really, really yummy. It gets really sweet, and I do pick up a lot of that marshmallow, the vanilla, the caramel. I'm waiting to see how this smells in cooler weather, because I want to see if it kind of changes it. I feel like this would work for events in the summer, because maybe that the green side of it shines a little bit more. So if you are a person who loves a little bit of green in your fragrances, you would really, really love this. If you love neroli, if you love a green touch in your fragrance, this is beautiful, and it's so strong, and it's there, it's potent. So I'm still not 100% sure about this one. I cannot say that this is a love. I do have to wear it a few times to be able to give you guys an update on this, but thank you so much to Twisted Lily for allowing me to receive this, to review it, and I will continue to talk about it to see how my experience with this goes. So that is Sintra by Memo Paris. If you own this one, if you have it, or if you've smelled it, comment down below what your thoughts are on this one, if it's for you, if it's not for you. Cannot wait to hear from you guys. The following fragrance are very affordable, so that's the only niche fragrance that I have for this video. The next ones are Middle Eastern perfumes that you can find on Amazon that I have heard so much about and that I really wanted to try, but just I was waiting. I was waiting to not be on an island where it was just melting, humid, hot, and it just made it impossible for me to wear fragrances. So recently I reviewed the Victoria's Secret Tease Coco Soiree fragrance, and I let you guys know that I was not really feeling it too much. I wasn't picking up much on the cocoa in that fragrance, or like any chocolatey type of touch or anything like that. So in the comments, a few of you guys were recommending Rehab Choco Musk. So here is the box for it. And I had already purchased this. I had this sitting in my collection since I would say end of July, beginning of August, around there. I was just waiting for it to be closer to fall time, because these are fragrances that I want to try for fall. Now, these are going to be complete first impressions. I have not smelled these. I haven't opened them. I opened them to look at the bottles, but I did not smell them. So this is going to be fun. I'm going to smell it for the first time with you. And here is the bottle. So it's just a very simple bottle. It reminds me of the 90s, to be honest. This is kind of like what used to be sitting on my mom's dresser when I was little. So the main accords for this fragrance are vanilla, warm, spicy, chocolate, sweet, powdery, musky, cacao, amber, and balsamic. The notes are vanilla, milk chocolate, white musk, cinnamon, spicy notes, amber, sandalwood, myrrh, and rose. That's a lot of like gourmand notes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to spray it. Let's see what we think about this. Yeah, first thing I get is chocolate for sure, but I'm going to spray my skin because for some reason I'm not really picking up too much on the tester strip. Ooh, that is good. That is really good. This is what I wanted Coco Soiree to be. Now, I have to wait until it dries to see what comes through. But the opening, I'm getting like this chocolate scent. But it's not literally chocolate. Like, it just smells like a perfume that smells like chocolate, if you know what I mean. Like, it still has sexiness to it. It is like a powdery chocolate, I will say that. And this is getting real good. The vanilla is coming through. And it's giving it almost like a chocolate cupcake with like vanilla frosting type of vibe to it. Oh yes, it's like kind of like cake batter but chocolate. This is so yummy. Oh my god, it's so yummy. It's good. And I will say the spices are in there and they really help to make the fragrance not be so literal like chocolate, because sometimes when things are just super simple and just chocolate or just vanilla, it can be a little boring. This has like spice in it. It has the vanilla that comes through, almost like a vanilla extract type of vanilla. It isn't as strong as I thought it was going to be. Maybe a few sprays of this would be perfect. You don't want it to also be too like obnoxious smelling, or at least I don't. You know what this would smell amazing with? This and this would go together so good, because the vanilla that comes through in here is like a creamy vanilla extract, but then it's also like a cake at the same time. Oh, you would smell like a whole dessert with this combination. I'm gonna try that out, but it's so good. And it reminds me a little bit of Billie Eilish perfume, Eilish. So when I first got Eilish, it was not my favorite perfume. I kind of struggled with it for a little bit because I was picking up literally the spices. I would tell you guys that it reminded me of like when you walk into a Whole Foods. But with time, it started getting better and better, and I started layering it with Bath and Body Works Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, I think was the one, and it would just make it really creamy and yummy. This is similar. So if you love Eilish and you haven't tried this one, you would really love this one. This is what I was hoping Coco Soiree would be like, just a very creamy, gourmand chocolate type of scent. So this smells really good. It's affordable. Remember, these are my first impressions. It's my first time smelling it. I might smell it tomorrow and it will be totally different because that's happened to me before. First spray of that fragrance is beautiful. Gourmand lover's dream. For you gourmand freaks, that's one to have in your collection. Updates will come as I wear them. Next up, we have one that was raved about like crazy when I first started YouTube. It has calmed down, I think, a little bit. I don't know how much this is talked about like on TikTok or things like that, but this one I'm scared about because this one is like, some people give really bad reviews on it. Other people love it. This is by Lattafa and this is Ragba. So this is a set. It brings two things in here. It brings a perfume spray. I'm not sure what, I'm not going to spray that. I don't know how strong that's going to be. Here is the perfume bottle. So this is another one that's very simple bottle, plastic cap, but it's affordable. And I heard that this is amazing as well. It's like a vanilla fragrance, I think. I'm going to look up the notes now. All right. So the main accords for this one are vanilla, sweet, oud. That's where I'm kind of worried. Amber, powdery, balsamic, smoky, woody, warm, spicy, and musky. The notes are vanilla, sugar, agar wood, incense, sandalwood, and musk. I am nervous about this one because of that incense, but hopefully the sugar, the vanilla. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. It reminds me of something I've smelled before. Should I spray let me spray my skin. I'm going to spray here, my wrist. That's good. It's good, but not yet. Like, I'm not gonna wear it yet. This is something that I would wear in the dead of winter. It does give me like a dressed up type of vibe. Like, I would wear this while it's snowing. I definitely see this like as a snowy day type of fragrance, and you want something that's a little spicy and warm. Ooh, the vanilla's nice. It's kind of like Kayali's vanilla, but add a little bit more deepness to it, a little bit more spice to it. This makes me think of what would be right in the center of Kayali's Vanilla 28 and the one that I just could not stand, which was Kayali Vanilla Royale, which is way too spicy for my liking. So this is kind of like right in the middle, kind of what I would like Vanilla Royale to smell like, which I still have a little bit of that left in my travel spray. I saved it on purpose because I want to smell that fragrance again in fall and winter and see if my opinion on that one changed. So I think I might do like a revisiting type of video. Let me know if that sounds interesting, like something that I reviewed in the past and I still have it and I kind of want to try it in different weather, give an update. So this one is not my favorite. I prefer the Choco Musk for sure, but this one does have like an elegance to it while still having a vanilla scent to it. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not something that I'm going crazy over either. But I do feel like this one with time, like if you let it sit and let that vanilla get real thick and sweet, it could be real good. So this one has potential. It has potential so far. I'm not mad about it. I'm not in love with it, but I'm not mad about it either. So that is Ragba by Lattafa. So I'm very excited to try those out for fall and winter. And then this one's not necessarily fall. And I know many of you guys are like sick and tired of it. You know, I think I am too, because I have so many fragrances that are in this DNA. But there are people who love it. There's people who, and I'm not gonna lie myself, the scent DNA of Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Cric de Jean is epic. It's something that I started off like not really caring for. When I first used to spray fragrances, like the sample of it and also dupes of it, I kind of went nose blind to it, so I didn't really even pick it up at the beginning. And then with time, I started being able to smell it more and just getting like the sugary side of it, and I really started to enjoy it. So I was just on TikTok not too long ago. Actually, I got this around August, so it was a while back. And I saw a girl who kind of went like on a shopping spree and bought all of the Baccarat Rouge 540 dupes that she found. And she owned the original one, but she didn't want to buy another bottle if she found one that was close enough to the original. And I do have Red Temptation by Zara, which to me is very similar, and that is a beast of a performer on my skin. It will last 10 to 12 hours, no lie. But she mentioned this one and she was like, this is the one that's like the closest to my original one. And I'm not gonna lie, I got sucked in. So might as well just show it to you guys, right? Nothing special. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been talked about like crazy. But this is by Lattafa as well. And this is called Anna Abiyedh Rouge. I know I said that completely wrong, but here is the box for it. And these are very inexpensive, by the way, on Amazon. So this is why I wanted to show them on my channel, is just to have options. I love to talk about affordable, high-end, niche, designer, everything. As long as it smells good, I'm here for it. So this is the bottle. Heavy, and it looks okay. And I'm gonna read the main accords for this. So the main accords are amber, citrus, aromatic, fruity, animalic, fresh, spicy, musky, caramel, aquatic, and balsamic. The top notes are nashi, pear, kumquat, bergamot. Middle notes are caramel and geranium, and the base notes are ambergris, musk, and oak moss. That is very different notes to Baccarat Rouge 540. Caramel? Am I reading the right one? This is Rouge. The notes sound very different. Yeah, it's, ooh, that is good. That is so good. If you're looking for Baccarat Rouge vibes and you don't want to spend the money, ooh, let me tell you something though. This one has like this sweetness to it. That is good. I think I might like this better. It's very similar. And I do have a sample of the original somewhere, so I would have to spray them side by side on a different day because I've smelled too much today. Very similar to it. Now, I will say on my skin, which I'm not mad at this, it is pulling those fruits like the pear, even though I've never smelled that type of pear before. But and the caramel, it's giving it like this sweetness. It's very sweet and juicy. That is good. Imagine Baccarat Rouge, which Baccarat Rouge to me has kind of like a metallic-y, dainty, sugary, airy, very hard to describe type of scent. But I'm getting the exact same thing in here, but with a dash of more sweetness and fruit, which I'm loving. I think it's really, really pretty. I really, really like this. It's so good. It's like more feminine in a way. I really, really like this. Okay, this one is drying up nice, but there's something to it this is strictly like a really deep fall, almost winter type of scent for me. But this one's definitely not, I'm not in the season for this yet. The weather is not for this yet. Today it's a little cooler outside. It has been cooling down a lot this week. So right now it's 76 degrees outside. And the rest of the week is going to be in the 70s. In the mornings it's going to be in the 50s. So I am seeing changes in the weather. So yeah, that is going to be it for my video today. I'm still over here smelling fragrances. I don't know what it is about this one, but it's one of those fragrances where you keep coming back to it. The dry down right now is so sweet. So sweet. So it might work out. It might work out. Like, I would have to take a shower, moisturize my skin real good. I would like to mix this with something that's a little bit creamy to bring out those creamy notes in here. And I think I would end up really liking this one. I'm going to watch reviews on this, see what other people think about it. I have seen other people talk about it, but honestly, it was a while ago, so I don't really remember too much. But overall, this haul was a pretty good haul. So I'm going to be putting these in my collection. And for October, I will definitely be pulling these and putting them into my tray to test them out further and update you guys on these. So comment down below if you own any of these fragrances. Share with us what you pick up from them, what notes you pick up the most, how it smells to you, if you enjoy them, if you don't enjoy them, all of that. Let's go ahead and let's chat in the comment section. I love that part of filming videos because it's not just about my opinion. I like to have everyone's experience in the comment section so that others can read what the majority of everyone's opinions are on a fragrance. So with that said, thank you so much for being here with me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.